With cherry blossoms in extravagant bloom, it's a beautiful sight, but there's something peculiar about the inhabitants. Whether a dream or an illusion, all masters will need to band together to defeat the ferocious Oni. But what awaits you beyond the battle? Welcome fans of Fate Grand Order. I am Avon, you're watching FGO Tips, and today we're talking about the upcoming challenge event, the demonic capital Rashomon. This event will feature a small set of story quests, some challenging battles, point rewards, a quest shop, and for the very first time, the new raiding mechanic. It's a lot to talk about, so let's get going. The event is set to begin on Wednesday, May 16th, and run through the 30th. Before we go any further, I should point out that in order to participate, you will have to first complete the 5th singularity, E pluribus unum. If you haven't gotten this far yet, there's still good news. Main story quests are currently reduced to half their normal AP cost and will remain so until May 23rd. This includes Fuyuki, Orleans, Septum, Okeanis, London, and America. Free quests and interludes don't count though, only the story quests. Speaking of which, the story quests for this event are nowhere near as extensive as a Singularity or the previous XL0 event, but it will span a small handful of quests that will revolve around Kintoki and introduce us to Ibaraki Doji. Completing these is worth your time. You'll be rewarded with Saint Quartz, a summoning ticket, and a crystallized lore. You'll also be able to collect Oni Gourds, which serve as the event currency this time around. Oni Gourds can be spent in the event shop for a bunch of things, but you'll probably want to start with the 4 copies of the first of 2 5-star event CEs. The Wandering Tales of Shama O. During the event, this will boost the attack of the servant equipped with it by 200%, or 300% after maximum limit breakthrough. Outside of the event though, it's nothing terribly exciting. Plus 10% quick performance is mildly helpful, but definitely outshined by Imaginary Around if you've managed to pull that one yet. Increasing the party's quick performance by 20% for 1 turn after death is, well, underwhelming. Good strategies in this game rely on not dying, and trying to build a strategy that requires you to die at a specific time is almost always doomed to fail. You might have to farm for the 5th copy of this, and for copies of the other event CE, Golden Captures the Carp. During the event, this one will boost the attack of all servants by 50%, or 100% after maximum limit breakthrough. Outside of the event, it's not too bad, letting you begin the battle with NP charged at 30% and 15 crit stars. After that first round, it kinda loses the appeal though, so use with caution. In addition to copies of the first CE, the event shop will also let you purchase Hearts of the Foreign God, Tear Stones of Blood, Snake Jewels, Monuments, Pieces, Experience Cards, and more. Be sure not to miss the 500 Mana Prisms. They will be helpful if you are trying to purchase personal training or saving up for the next limited time Da Vinci Shop CE. Spoiler alert, that one will be better, so definitely start saving now if you haven't yet. The awesome community over at fategrandorder.wikia have run the math on this one already, and it looks like you'll be needing 13,300 gourds if you want to clean out the shop. Thankfully, you'll be able to get a little help here in the form of 3 new banner CEs. The 5-star Fox's Night Dream will boost gourd drops by 3 to start and 4 after breakthrough. The 4-star Burning Tale of Love will boost drops by 2 or 3 after breakthrough, and the 3-star Reciting the Subscription List will boost drops by 1 or 2. You should be able to get a hold of 1 copy of Reciting by completing the story quest, but additional copies of this and the other CEs will only come from rolling. And speaking of the new banner, it will feature not only these new CEs, but also the new 5-star arts-based AoE Assassin Shuten Doji. Now, we get to the main part of this event, the raiding mechanics. Unlike previous events, this one will feature something called battle points. And although the name is new, the concept should be familiar. These work just like AP in fact, but at a different scale. Instead of charging once every 5 minutes, they will be charging once every hour. And unlike AP, everyone, regardless of master level, will have the same maximum BP. For the original JP event, this was 6 BP, but if we're to believe believe the art featured in the release announcement will actually be getting a maximum of 8 BP instead. This is great news, as hopefully you'll be able to sleep all the way through the night instead of setting an alarm for yourself every 6 hours. Now, what are we going to spend those battle points on? Raids. Each raid battle will consist of 2 rounds. The first round will be against 3 fairly weak enemies, and the second will feature the left arm, the right arm, and Ibaraki Doji herself. This battle will look different for 2 main reasons. The first is that you have a time limit on the second round, only 15 turns, which makes stall teams less effective here. The second reason is that below Ibaraki's normal HP bar, you'll see a much larger global health bar. All damage done to her collectively by the community will affect the second bar, but for the immediate battle, all you have to concern yourself with is the first bar. Damage you deal to her will earn you damage points, which translate to rewards, but only if you survive the battle. Finishing her off before the 15 round time limit is best, but as long as you survive to the end, you'll still be able to earn some points. Damage dealt means nothing if you don't survive, unfortunately. Damage points, by the way, aren't spent like Oni Gourds. Instead, awards are given to you upon reaching certain point totals, similar to previous events like Saber Wars or Guda Guda. Prizes include things like the 5th copy of The Wandering Tales of Shana and 5 copies of Golden Captures the Carp. Also, Ascension materials, crystallized lore, and rice balls, which will restore battle points so you can raid more. Cirnopedia has a great list of everything and how many points you need for each, so check out the link below if you're interested. Raiding frequently will also benefit you by helping you complete daily missions. These will set goals for you each day that include defeating Ibaraki Doji a certain number of times and collecting a certain number of battle points. Be sure to check in each day to ensure you're able to collect as many rewards as possible. These will help you out with more rice balls, ascension materials, mana prisms, summoning tickets, and even a crystallized lore. This concludes the basic overview of the event, but I should note that I have been purposely avoiding too many details about the battle specifics. If you want to be surprised by the enemies in these challenging battles, then you now know enough about how the event works to tackle it with confidence. If, however, you're looking for more details and specific advice for each battle, then definitely check out the Rashomon raid guide on screen or in the description below. Subscribe for more tips in the future, and as always, thanks for watching.